Hari Om. To continue with our studies on, we have seen earlier how karma destroys us, and the nature of a wise man should be to conquer karma by self-control. So now, as a sadhak, as a practitioner, all that we are supposed to do is self-control, and the self-control automatically destroys the karma, the desire. The destruction of karma will be the rise of spiritual knowledge and experience. So he continues, so now who or where does this knowledge arise is the question, for which we are supposed to understand that we are the state of Atma, and we are superior to the senses, the mind and intellect. And this Atma is the ruler of all. Forgetting that, we fall prey. In some organizations we see how the juniors try to overtake the seniors. I know in some institutions, and the chairman has no power. The principal has all the power. Though the founder is there, it is ruled by them. Of course, in some cases, from background, the chairman sir guides the principal as to how to do and what to do without projecting himself. That's a different story. We'll see that later. So now we are supposed to understand that we are different from the senses, mind and intellect. To conclude, it goes like this. 343. Evam buddhe param buddhva samstabhyatmanamatmana jahi shatrum mahabaho kamarupam durasadam. So, very clearly he says, by realizing that which is thus superior to the intellect, completely establish the mind with the help of the intellect. O mighty armed one, kill the enemy in the form of desire, which is difficult to apprehend. So now we are supposed to understand the cause of all the sorrows. Of course, in one of these things it says, desire is the cause of all miseries. Yes, understood. But now here we are supposed to understand the cause of all sorrows is the ignorance. What ignorance? The ignorance of the real self. We are deluded and think that we are the body, the senses and the mind. We attribute ourselves to all the distractions and the disturbances, agitations and the sufferings of the body and mind. The identification with the material body and the world outside is the root cause of all sorrows and sufferings. So here we have to go by discrimination, of the Panchakosha. The Panchakoshas, as you know, the Annamaya Kosha, the Pranamaya Kosha, the Manomaya Kosha, the Vijnanamaya Kosha and the Anandamaya Kosha. So, we are supposed to know that we are beyond the five sheets and we are the observer of the five senses. Or else how will we know? Only when we are different from it, we come to know that they are different and we are different. So, this clear discrimination of the actions of the Indriyas and the Sukshma Sharira should make us know that we are seeing the changes and the happenings, the sorrow and the happiness. So, we are the seer and we are not that. So we are supposed to know that we are the self which is beyond the intellect. We are not the body. And we are supposed to take refuge in the self. Only when we take refuge in the self, we'll be in a position to conquer the foe, kama, desire. Lord inspires us by this message, which is very clear. All that we are supposed to do is we are supposed to realize the unreal and unrelease the real to which we are lingering in our mind. We have to make a hard distinction between the apparently real and the really real. Of course, maybe please don't mistake me to be this Swamiji of jugglery of words. No. I'm not speaking about physics, chemistry, and biology here. It's very clearly we are trying to understand, to distinguish the unreal, which is appearing as real. Atma is experienced by us, then the experienced body, senses, and the mind with the intellect would immediately subdue, will immediately fall. Just like, an vigilant officer or a police officer when he is going on rounds, even if there is a thief, he will not steal anything because he knows that the cop has seen him. And not only that, he also ensures that others won't do any mistake, because if others do something, as the police has seen him, first thing is they take this man who has been seen behind bars for interrogation. So all that we are supposed to do is we are supposed to apply brakes to the fast moving train. What is the train? The train are the Indriyas which is traveling towards the world outside to the sense pleasures. Only by this power brakes we are supposed to apply. Don't say that I will do it after sometime. We don't know after it is going to come or not. Don't say no, I will go to Tirumala for the Republic Day and after returning I will do this. No. Who knows what, when? That's good. You are planning to go to Tirumala to have the darshan of Balaji on a Republic Day. That is fantastic. May God be with you. But the restraint of the senses have to happen now. So he continues in the same fashion and he hammers on us again and again to conquer kama by knowing the Atma. Once higher than the intellect is known, then the rest will fall. For example, just imagine that you have hand full of pebbles. Then if you see a 10 rupee note, or as you see a $10 bill, if you want to grab that $100 bill, you have to drop these stones from your hand, or else you won't get that. Clear? Once we see clearly the power of Atman, then this clinging on, lingering on to the body, mind, and intellect will automatically fall. We will not do anything. Or just imagine that you are holding something tight in your fist and you go to sleep. What happens? The hand automatically releases itself and the things in the hand fall. So I'm not saying that sleeping is greater than the wakeful state here. I'm saying how when we transcend to some it is subtler, the grosser falls. Once we realize that, this falls. So all our efforts should be to drop the concept that I am the body, mind and intellect and to arise to the state of I am consciousness. Saying this, we'll conclude this here. Thanks for being with me and